The Zambia Air Force Command prioritized the need to host a Zambia Air Force Open Day and Aviation Expo, where it evenly interacted with other aviators from both the government and private sector on the same platform. The Open Day and Aviation Expo was a platform where the Zambia Air Force wanted the general public to interact, learn, and understand its necessity to the nation. The occasion was meant to encourage the awareness of the capabilities and potential that aviation has on society as well as the economy, and also intended to eliminate the elitist tag that has been attached to flying for decades in our nation. True to its motto of defend and support, the Zambia Air Force, which applies its core values of integrity, service before self, and excellence in all it does, successfully hosted its Open Day and Aviation Expo on Saturday, 14 October 2017. The Minister of Defense, Mr. Davis Chama, was the guest of honor at the event, which was also attended by other cabinet ministers, senior government officials, service chiefs, retired service chiefs, and other prominent members in society. Mr. Chama said that occasions like these should be encouraged, for they are a platform where the general public interacts with the Zambia Air Force and is able to get first-hand information on how the Zambia Air Force operates and indeed how it contributes to the nation.
This show is very, very important. That's why we want to commend the Air Force Commander, our able Air Force Commander, Lieutenant General Eric Chimense, and the men and women in the Zambia Air Force for this wonderful display. This is very, very important and cardinal because it gives an interaction with the general members of the public for them to appreciate what the Zambia Air Force capabilities. So also they interact with the men and women in uniform. There is always a general perception that men and women in uniform are hostile or they are not easy to get by. But this is the time for the Zambia Air Force to make sure they interact with the members of the public to appreciate the capability of the Zambia Air Force. We also want to appreciate our colleagues, sister brothers from Zimbabwean Air Force. As you were seeing the helicopter that we are flying, those are people from Zimbabwe who have come to come and join us in this expo.
And addressing Zambia Air Force personnel and other exhibitors earlier, the Zambia Air Force Commander, Lieutenant General Eric Mwaba Chimese, said the purpose of organizing the event was to encourage cordial civil-military relations in our society.
We know that in our country there is so much apathy towards flying. There is this notion of looking at flying as an elitist view. So what we want is simply to make the general public see that flying, or indeed an aircraft, has so much potential. And when you look at the public, or indeed the guests that are here, majority are young ones. These are the people we targeted. And sure, if we wanted to charge, perhaps we would have achieved what we want to do, but we thought maybe for now, let's keep it that way. After all, we are a public institution, we are government funded, and we use just part of the little resources that we have and that we fundraise to ensure that we host this.
Lieutenant General Chimese thanked the Minister of Defense for officiating at the Zambia Air Force Open Day and Aviation Expo. He further thanked the entire aviation community in Zambia, the Civil Aviation Authority, and also the government of Zimbabwe for accepting the invitation and allowing the Air Force of Zimbabwe to be the first ever sister Air Force and allied country to take part in the event.
The Air Force of Zimbabwe are here. They are our allies. They are our sister Air Force. We plan to invite other Air Forces within SADC and the entire Africa in future. We simply trying to grow And the moment we make sure that we have everything in place that it takes to host an international air show, we will be able to invite more air forces. So far, I think the only country that hosts any international air shows within the region is South Africa. And you know they have quite some well-developed infrastructure. And for us to be able to do that, we're testing our systems, our capabilities, and we can see where we need to improve through this. Definitely we'll bring in more air forces very soon, in the near future. We hope to do that. Actually, as an air force, gone into PPP, public-private partnership, where we also trying to raise funds. It could be a venture for sure of raising funds, but for now, we've just kept it free, so that we just generate that interest in aviation, so that our Zambian people can see the benefits of the aviation industry. Remember, we still want to have the national airline. But that, for it to come on board, we need sufficient interest in it, people to appreciate what it is and what it means, and therefore, to that effect, is equally doing its part to ensure that the successful re-establishment of the national line is done. So we made it free.
The delegation leader from the Air Force of Zimbabwe, Air Commodore Bilton Chingono, expressed delight for the confidence the Zambia Air Force had in them and for participating at the show.
Such events are very important, especially for the public, but also for the Air Force to showcase what they can do, what they have, the equipment, etc. They have to know where their tax monies are going to and how it is being utilized. Some of them are future members of the Air Force. They have to know how the Air Force operates.
Other than the aviation sector, the event attracted the participation of several corporate organizations from the banking sector, hospitality industry, service providers, financial lending institutions, and many more. Thousands of people, who included children, turned up for the occasion to have a glimpse of the Zambia Air Force air assets that were on display. Private airlines such as Royal Air Charters, Mahogany Air, and many others also lived up to the occasion. The event attracted almost 70 direct and indirect exhibitors from both the military and civil aviation sector and other commercial institutions. Prominent amongst the military aviation exhibitors was the participation of the Air Force of Zimbabwe, which gave the occasion the desired international touch. The Air Force of Zimbabwe sent a 36-man team with 5 aircraft to this expo. The Open Day and Aviation Expo was characterized by various aerial displays by the Zambia Air Force fighter aircraft and also displays from the Air Force of Zimbabwe using their helicopters. These included aerial displays by trainer aircraft from both air forces. Paratroopers from the Zambia Air Force and their colleagues from the Air Force of Zimbabwe also seized the occasion to the delight of the public. Also on static display were various Zambia Air Force fighter and transport aircraft for the public to view. On the entertainment package, the legendary Zambia Air Force sponsored Air Power Band was on ground to give the public a good treat of music for both the old and young at heart. This was in addition to the Zambia Air Force brass band.
I would like to say a very, very big thank you to absolutely everybody that's been involved, from Royal Air Charters, the Zambia Air Force, absolutely everybody. Fantastic day, excellent airmanship, and I look forward to next year's one, and I hope it's bigger. This was a fantastic display, extreme professionalism. I was very impressed by all the jets, piston, turboprop, everything that came in. All the private people that came in as well, and I think all the representation that was here today. Fantastic day.
I've enjoyed myself. I brought my kids, at least I was working in the morning, but I managed to come this afternoon, and I've enjoyed myself. I could see the paratroopers, though I didn't know about it, but one of the staff personnel was able to explain what it is and how they were able to land. One of my neighbor's kids, he really wanted to come and see because he's got that zeal to become a soldier. So he wanted to see what it's really like to be in a combat. At least I called one of the personnel in a combat, and this son of my neighbor was able to see one of the personnel in a combat. So I've enjoyed, and my neighbor's sons have enjoyed.
Going by the old adage, it is said that all work and no play makes John a dull boy. Later on in the evening, the Zambia Air Force commander hosted the Open Day and Aviation Expo exhibitors to a cocktail that was conducted at the Zambia Air Force headquarters, Chamba Valley Officers Mess. The event was attended by most of the exhibitors who participated in the Aviation Expo during the day. The Zambia Air Force undertakes to continue to exponentially grow the event to get to a level where it will be capable of hosting a fully fledged international air show in Zambia that would attract guests from all over the continent and beyond.
Unavomela kusungana kumikila ifa Nangalelo ni banji kuti nienda kwa mama Mukasi wanga shua jeni wanidabwisa Unavomela kusungana kumikila ifa Nangalelo ni banji kuti nienda kwa mama Amaimwe mwana wanuna lema Sukamba kamba azaniondesa Amaimwe mwana wanuna lema